What's up, goobers? It's your boy, Cheddar Johnson 12, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Goon. I got this big library edition a few months ago, and while I was out of town, I read through it. And it is pretty freaking good. It is a nice blend of action and comedy, and it doesn't take itself too seriously, but the moments where it does take itself seriously is pretty freaking good. So basically what the Goon is about is this guy right here. That's his name, Goon, which is kind of a goofy name, but whatever. And he's basically the protector of this town and also sort of a mob boss. And the town has like supernatural stuff in it. Like it has zombies, talking spiders that are like, some of them are characters even, monsters, stuff like that. And him and his buddy Frankie just go around being mobsters. But there's a twist because obviously there's zombies and whatnot around. And there's this guy that controls the zombies, and they call him the Nameless Man. And he basically is trying to kill the Goon so he can take over the town. And the comedy is pretty freaking good throughout this whole thing, pretty much. Because the Goon and Frankie, who's his sidekick, you don't really see him on the front. So let me get a good shot of him. They basically are just like cracking jokes the whole time. A lot of the times a scene will like start out from Frankie telling like this really out-of-pocket story about something that happened, and the details are always just funny. Like here, Frankie's on the right. That's him. He looks like a goober. I actually don't really like Frankie's character design that much, but I do like his character writing a lot. You get to find out about the backstory of how he became the mob boss of the town and whatnot in this big library edition that I got. It's like $40, I think. I got mine for like $40 off eBay. And you know what? It was well worth it. There is one thing I have to say that I didn't like about it, and it's nothing to do with the writing or story. It's this the spine of the dust jacket. It's kind of like indented in the middle right there, and it just looks ugly on the shelf for some reason. I don't know if that's just because I bought it used off eBay or if they all come like that, but it's kind of like if you accidentally get a book wet, it becomes like warped, but it's just in that one spot. So I don't know if that's like a manufacturing thing or if it's just this one because I bought it used. But yeah, that's my Goon review. I would recommend this to non-comic readers too. I think they could get a kick out of it, honestly. It's a pretty like not super invested series that's just funny that anyone could enjoy. And I'd give it like probably like a 10 out of 10. For something actually, well, yeah, 10 out of 10. This could be up there for one of my favorite series. For something to be a 10 out of 10, it's got to entertain me the whole way through. The art's got to perfectly convey the vibe of the series. The writing's got to be good the whole way through, keep me entertained, and that's what this did. There's not a single thing wrong with it. Normally, if something were just entertaining the whole way through, but it wasn't perfect, I'd give it a lower score, but there's honestly nothing wrong about this. Another thing that I like about this series is that it very often changes its visual style. Like there's this one issue in here where it starts out with like pictures of a real kid with like captions under it of him like running away from home, and then he's like, oh man, what am I gonna do? And then there are coyotes coming, and then he finds this book on the ground and reads it, and it's like about the Goon and his buddy Frankie, and he's like, man, I'm glad I got out of that city with them liberal sissies so I can become a real man. I'm gonna go get a face tattoo and buy a hooker. And it's just really funny. Anyway, that's my Goon review. See ya.